Hey everybody, so today in this video we're going to go over how to create a subscriber in OneBill. Subscriber is just another term for customer. In the OneBill world we use subscriber. So as you can see, I'm already logged into OneBill. This is what you should see when you log in. The first thing we're going to do is going to come here to the left and go to customer and click on subscribers. And I already have one in place, but you're going to go ahead and click on create subscriber. And it's going to take us to this page right here. Now from here, we're going to pick if they're an individual or a business. You can put in a picture if you'd like, but you don't have to. By default, the currency is US dollar. The preferred billing date by default is the 1st. This is going to go off of your default settings that have already been set up. If you need to change this for this specific customer, you'll change it from here. Go ahead and enter the name of the company. You can enter in your own account number if you choose to. If you want to transfer it over from a CRM or somewhere else that you have an account number, your old billing platform, etc., you can transfer it over. Keep in mind, this can only be done now. Once you hit save subscriber at the bottom, that's it. If you don't enter anything in here, it's going to go off your default settings. It's going to use those the prefix settings, and it's going to enter in whatever you had in your settings here. Then we have the tax exemption indicator. This is if they are tax exempt for any reason. You would pick what exemption they are exempt from. Click it, and it'll go ahead and add it to their account. For internal tax exemption indicator, we don't have to worry about. Now we have authorized payment limit, credit limit, and bill suppression threshold. These three things are kind of all the same thing. So if I put a 500 here, this means that I can only charge their card for $500. I can't charge it for any more. Same thing for credit limit. It's just like a credit card. If we have 500, their invoices will add it up until they've hit the 500 credit limit, and then once they pay it off, then the credit limit will resume again to 500, just like a credit card. And then we've got the bill suppression threshold. Whatever number we put in here is the number that until services reach that amount, a bill will not be created for them. So if we put a 500 here, until their services and their transactions amount to $500, a bill will not be created for them. Okay, and then now we've got the carry forward balance. So if they have any balance from before that you want to move into OneBill, here's where you would enter it. If you're doing a parent-child relationship, that's what this account under is right here. You would just pick another account that you have set up, and this account automatically becomes a child account. Your activation date by default will go through for the day that you are creating this, but you can change this after the fact. So this is not a huge thing you have to worry about. Invoice format, leave it as is. If you have any different invoice templates and quote templates, you can change them per customer. Otherwise, it'll go off your default. Your delay billing is also set up for default. If you want to change the day that an invoice goes out for this specific customer, this is where you'll do it. And it'll override anything in your settings. The next thing you have to worry about is the accounting display name. If you're using an accounting integration in here for QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop, you have to make sure that however you have this customer as in QuickBooks matches what's in this. This is what it's using to match the customer when it syncs. And then if you keep scrolling down, we have this agent commission section. So if you want to generate a commission amount for a specific agent for this customer, you would have to associate the agent to this customer, and it'll go ahead and generate commission amount for you. Okay, then we've got customer documents. You can add in like a receipt or a consent or an old invoice in here just for you and your customers to see. I know it has a little asterisk here, but it is not mandatory. It's optional for you. Then if we keep scrolling down, we've got the contact. The first person you enter in here is going to be the person that has access to the self-care portal so that they can log in and see their invoices and make payments. If you don't want them to have access to it, you have to make sure that there's nothing in the username tab. Otherwise, whatever you put in the username will keep that we'll keep that, and it'll create a user for them. If, for example, you put in a username here and that person ends up leaving the company for some reason, the next person that comes on, you can change the email address and the name, but they will have to log in and register with this email. Let's put in here. This is only if the previous person did not register. If they registered, then it's not a problem and you can just change it from here. Okay, and then you can add multiple contacts if you'd like in this section. Then if we keep scrolling down, we've got the address section. So this is where you're going to enter in their addresses. You can click on verify address and it will use the tax engine to verify the zip code in here. You can add in the multiple address as well. If they have multiple addresses, I recommend adding them in here so you can separate out their products as well. And then we've got additional information. These are just custom fields that I have generated in our settings. You can also do the same. If you don't generate any custom fields, these will be blank. And then it'll just take you to the payment method. If you have a payment processor set up through OneBill, when you click on set up payment, it will give you the option to enter in their credit card or e-check. And then once you have this saved, it'll go ahead and ask you if you want to set them up on auto pay. If you do not, then you would go ahead and just leave it as offline or uncheck the little box, and then you go ahead and click on create new subscriber. Once you've clicked on create new subscriber, it's going to show up right here and you'll be able to click on them and it'll take them to their account. And that's it. That's all you need to do.